Joining us now, Arun Nehru, one of the young guns from the DMK who won from the Perambalur Lok Sabha constituency. Thank you very much for your time. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You won against a heavyweight. Perambalur is largely a backward area. What are your plans for that now?
So, two ways to look at it. First, to answer your question, I think this is overwhelmingly a victory of the various schemes of the Chief Minister, Mr. Stalin, Mr. M.K. Stalin, and it reached nook and corner of the society, and that's the effect of the scheme on the electorate. Number two, about Perambalur. Perambalur is basically out of 6 constituencies, and River Kaveri runs through it, and 2 of them are downstream and 4 of them are upstream. Basically, they are two very arid regions because of the altitude, and primarily it's agrarian, and right now we have the largest industries also there. So, for example, the shoe factory that was started under Mr. Stalin about 2.5 years ago is one of the largest employers, employing up to 50,000 people. So, there are good amount of people who are wanting to work and trained. So, we are looking forward to increasing such industries, for one. And number two is the long-standing demand of getting railways through the constituency is actually in good gear now. Primarily because the availability of factories, the availability of goods being able to move through the railways rather than passengers is actually very attractive for the railways too. So, railways and job creation is going to be the focus area of my work.
You are an alumnus of Bradley and later Harvard. How important is for young people like you to make a political plunge?
I think what we bring to the table is exposure, and what's already there is experience. I think you need both to give good schemes down to the people and get good projects basically to the people. So, our ability, our exposure across various industries and our travel enables us to see what's possible. And the experience of our seniors would really help us set that in motion. So, it's a good combination of the seniors and youngsters like us to come inside the fold and represent, with honor, Tamil Nadu.
Your dad is a senior minister in the DMK government. Many like you of senior leaders have been given tickets. You would definitely face the criticism of family politics in DMK. Is that in a way against the spirit of democracy?
I think the answer to that question lies with the electorate. If the electorate believed that this is against democracy or this is about even meritocracy, they would obviously reject the candidate. Whereas in my case, our family along with the party colleagues have been in the constituency for the last 30 years. So, I am there now in an official position. So, whatever event, whatever development that needs to be the constituency, so we are on the ground at all times. So, we know the pulse of the constituency and the actual requirement of the constituency. So, it actually helps us get a head start. And I think by this election, I strongly believe that the criticism is nothing compared to the benefits that we can bring to the constituency because of the knowledge of the constituency.
Does it also deny some other eligible meritorious candidate the opportunity to represent, to become an MP?
So, like I always said, there are better candidates, better people, better opportunities for people. But I think what our leader saw in me was the ability to execute schemes for the government. And there can be only one person, right? That's the law. And there obviously would be the criticism of not being able to get a chance. But I think I will answer those criticisms with my ability to execute good projects. And that's my answer.
There is also a trend of wealthy, affluent candidates alone able to contest and win elections. Is that a kind of an unhealthy trend?
I think it's a very narrow metric to look at, right? After 91, India has grown by leaps and bounds. So the average wealth distribution has also increased. So what I see is not a sudden trend. It's the trend that started from 91 onwards. So the side effect of that would be the candidate's ability to grow an asset and to grow, their balance sheets. That's the after effects of the economic boom, I would say. But if you look at it from a narrow perspective of candidates, I don't think that's going to answer the full picture, right? So you should look at a candidate from his experience, from his ability to attract industries, from his ability to solve the problems of the people. So that's the way I look at it.
Not the ability to spend for campaigning and to sustain one in politics?
I think if that's true, then none of the candidates below a median line of the assets would have won. I don't think that's just one particular criteria that's going to help in winning or losing.
Lastly, the DMK, the ruling DMK has won 40 on 40, both in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. What's the larger message you see?
There are two messages. For one, the schemes of the government led by Mr. Stalin has really impacted the lives of so many people in a positive way, right? I will tell you an example. The amount of women participating as labor, right? All India average is 27%. In Tamil Nadu, it's 54%. So the free bus scheme actually helped them get to work and actually improve the economy. So if you think certain people look at it as a free scheme, but we see it as in a holistic way. How can we get people to work and as well as improve the economy? So I think the message is very clear. The schemes really work and it's actually helping people. Second, the arrogance is not going to work. You cannot sit on top of our heads and tell us what to do. For a simple reason that Tamil Nadu state and its culture has always been progressive. So you can't come from a different culture or a different perspective and say,